Hello, this is Steve and my wife Cheryl. Normally this channel has been documenting my section hikes on the Appalachian Trail, but this video will be on our trip to the Canadian Rockies.
I first learned about I knew about the Canadian Rockies, but I didn't really know about Banff before a few years ago we planned a trip to Glacier National Park, and I would see all kinds of information talking about Banff. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized I really wanted to visit that area. So we had, I'm not sure how long ago we started planning, probably about a year and a half ago. We invited two close friends along, two couples that are really good friends, and we all set out on this journey and started to plan this amazing trip to Banff National Park, Jasper National Park, and Yoho National Park.
So this first video will be, I think we'll divide it up into 3 videos. Our first video will be on our, from starting in Calgary, and then we took Icefields Parkway to Jasper, and then an Airbnb in Hinton. So that'll be our first video, and then the following 2 will be, the second will be on time in Yoho, and then the final one will be in our time in Banff. So I hope you enjoy this video. We're kind of new, at least I'm new at editing, and I think I should have took some of the pictures horizontally, but it's learning. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Today would be our first full day in Jasper National Park. Our first hike of the day would be Wapta Falls. It was just under a 3-mile hike, and it was a relatively easy hike with minimal gain, just a steep descent right at the falls.
After the natural bridge, we took a short drive to Emerald Lake. It was beautiful. I cannot say enough how beautiful the lake was. Emerald green describes it perfectly with the mountains in the background. There was a gift shop there, a snack bar. Also, lodging was there. It was quite expensive, though. And but it was really a nice area to walk around. There's canoeing there. It was a little rainy that day, so we didn't spend a long time there, but we did enjoy it, and it was just beautiful with the green lake. And like I said before, the beautiful mountains in the background. It was just breathtaking.
This would be our last evening at our Airbnb in Golden. We enjoyed the hot tub for the last night, enjoyed the views, and enjoyed the campfire.
When we left Golden, on the way to Canmore, we stopped at Takacal Falls. You take a long road back to the falls. It's very windy with some hairpin turns. Very well worth the drive. And once you get to the falls, there's a parking area. And then the hike is pretty short to get to the falls, but it is very pretty, well worth your time to do this. And we enjoyed hiking there and viewing all the scenery. Everything was just wow.
The best. After we left the falls, we packed up in the van again and headed towards Johnston Canyon, which is in Banff National Park. To get to the lower set of falls was only about a half-mile hike, and to get there is a very cool boardwalk overlooking the canyon. When you got to the lower falls, there was a bridge that quite a few people were waiting on, and what they're waiting for is you actually go through a little tunnel to get a good view of the falls. So it was definitely, we might have waited a half an hour, but it was definitely worth the wait. From the lower falls, we continued on and to the upper falls, which is a total of 1.5 miles in.